But like from the Australian newspaper today, that this Australian National University research showing Australia spent 11 times the global average on renewable power, wind and solar, 11 times, even though we're actually too small to make a difference to the temperature.
Exactly right, Andrew, and the vast majority of that I'm willing to bet is taxpayer subsidisation of renewables, because otherwise they're not going to be economical on the market. But the broader point, Andrew, in all of this subsidisation and so-called investment into renewables is in the name of meeting our Paris Climate Agreement emissions reduction targets, which we have the deepest cuts per capita in the developed world. China can increase its emissions, Andrew, completely unconstrained. The United States is out of the Paris Climate Agreement. Not one of the European Union nations are on target to meet their emissions reductions obligations. What this means is Australia is putting itself at a significant economic competitive disadvantage compared with the rest of the world. We had the World Economic Forum put out its annual Global Competitiveness Survey last week, showing that Australia continues to slide down the rankings when it comes to the burden of government regulation, high corporate and personal income taxes, high energy costs and a rigid industrial relations system. So these are the big economic challenges we face. And as you say, Andrew, Australia only accounts for about 1.3% of global greenhouse gas emissions. Humans account for just 3% of total. So it's 1.3% of 3%, which makes no noticeable difference, but a significant and irreparable economic damage as a result.
Well, I find it amazing. So the answer to us, well, we can't do it on or make any difference ourselves, was, well, we'll be setting an example for the world. Now we find we're well ahead of the pack. We're not setting an example anyone's following. This is what's concerning me.